From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening, I'm Jessica Blum with your headlines for Tuesday, November 11th. First off tonight, the Supreme Court with a ruling regarding the disbursement of SNAP payments. The Supreme Court today extended an order blocking full SNAP payments. This comes amid signals that the government shutdown could end soon and the food aid payments would resume. The current order will hold for the next few days. Those who depend on SNAP to feed their families in some states have received their fully monthly allocations, while others have gotten nothing. That order will expire just before midnight on Thursday. Keeping with SNAP news as we move on to crime tonight, a former Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services supervisor is now being accused of fraud after an investigation showed she was incorrectly reporting personal financial details to receive SNAP and other benefits. According to court records, 39-year-old Leah Meese and 48-year-old Kyle Ames have been charged with theft by deception over $5,000 and fraud to obtain assistance over $1,500. In April, a state DHHS Special Investigations Unit got a tip about Meese and Ames's benefits and that they needed to be reviewed. According to court records, they found Meese had been into Ames's case and written narratives and created employee verifications that were wrong. They also claim Ames failed to report his income correctly, saying he got over $2,500 in SNAP benefits and over $40,000 in Medicaid. Both are due back in court next week. It was a busy Monday for emergency crews at Lake McConaughey as back-to-back incidents put multiple agencies to the test. First, rescuers responded to the Cedar View area where two hunters became trapped in mud flats. The Lake McConaughey dive rescue team, along with Nebraska Game and Parks, used an airboat to reach them. Both hunters and a dog were safely pulled from the cold water and treated for hypothermia. Then, just as that rescue wrapped up, firefighters were called to a large structure fire at Sandy Beach Paradise. Crews from across Keith County battled the flames through the night, but the building was a total loss. No serious injuries were reported, and investigators are still working to determine the cause of the fire. Now to an update this evening, Chancellor Rodney Bennett has released the University of Nebraska Lincoln's final $27.5 million budget reduction plan Tuesday. This comes after input from thousands of faculty, staff, students, alumni, and stakeholders. The university and the Academic Planning Committee were tasked with editing the original budget plan to add in feedback and recommendations gathered in recent weeks. Under the final plan, 4 academic programs will be cut. The community and regional planning and landscape architecture programs were saved. 4 colleges will see $1.6 million in budget reduction. They are also eliminating nearly $3 million in administration and staff positions. The final plan has been submitted for the Board of Regents' December meeting. You can read more about it on our website, 1011now.com. It has been almost 2 months since Nebraska volleyball lost a set to one of their opponents. It's a pretty remarkable stat, and for the Huskers, they say they have to find ways to stay level-headed through it all. But in the words of Harper Murray, they're not surprised.
I think we know what we're capable of, and I think it's shown by not losing a set. We're excited to go to UCLA and USC. I think those will be some good games.
You know, this time of the year, there's teams getting better and teams that are pretty stagnant, and I feel like both these teams are getting better and playing well right now.
And the accolades keep piling in for the volleyball team as well. Andy Jackson, Bergen Riley, and Lainey Choboy were all given Big Ten weekly honors. As for their next match against UCLA, that will take place on Friday at 9 p.m. Central Time on the Big Ten Network. And speaking of Husker accolades, Nebraska running back Emmett Johnson received some more national love for his dominating performance in last week's win. He was named National Player of the Week, as well as a semifinalist for the Maxwell Award, which is given to the best all-around player in college football. The last Husker to win that award was former Heisman winner Mike Rozier in 1983. Johnson became the first player in program history last Saturday to rush and receive for 100 yards in the same game. Now to some special moments at the Icebox Tuesday morning as players with the Lincoln Stars and first responders surprised 7-year-old Isaiah Soriano, who has muscular dystrophy. He got to watch the team practice and was given a team jersey. He was also named the Stars' honorary captain just in time for the team's upcoming doubleheader this weekend. Today, local first responders got in on the fun, bringing an NSP cruiser onto the ice. We're told those responders helped set up the meeting, adding that the Stars were on board from the get-go.
They've pretty much given us everything we've asked for, and then to do something like this is awesome because, he's never gotten to see a Stars game, he's never met these players, and so it's a pretty good feel-good story.
This Sunday before the Lincoln Stars game is the hometown Heroes hockey game. Local first responders will take on first responders from Sioux City. Money raised will go to the Muscular Dystrophy Association in honor of Isaiah and also the Lincoln chapter of the First Responders Foundation. There will also be a police cruiser, fire apparatus, face painting, silent auctions, vendors, and more. The game starts at 2 o'clock at the Icebox. Finally tonight, and rounding out your night beat, is a check of the 7-day forecast. We did get up to 70 degrees this Tuesday, November 11th for a high temperature, and we look to hit 70 degrees again down the line here this work week, with Friday being a top 10-11 day. There should be fairly light winds, some sunshine, and comfortable temperatures in the lower 70s as what will likely be our warmest day of the work week, rather. Temperatures still quite warm into the beginning of this weekend for this time of the year as average temperatures are sinking into the lower 50s. Precipitation chances over the weekend have really dwindled, and we're pushing those off to early next week with a chance for rain on Monday as temperatures dip into the upper 40s.
You've been listening to The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.